Welcome, Divine Soul. I'm Mystic Mia Moksha, and we're looking at Spirit's message for you specifically right now. We're going to look at 3 specific messages that Spirit has for you that's going on right now in your life that can be very helpful. I'm burning a very masculine energy incense, so we're going to look at the physical aspects of your life, what really pertains to your physical reality, what's going on with career, money, people, things that you physically touch, see, and interact with. And it's for any time that you're watching it now, since it's timeless. We have 3 piles here. You can choose a pile based on the image, the number, or the crystal that resonates. And with that, I hope you enjoy the reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, pile 5 with the Sodalite. Let's look at what Spirit has in store for you right now. 3 immediate things that Spirit wants you to focus on, or is coming in your life, coming out of your life, or is a very big deal right now in your life. Yeah, that they have a message for you for. Okay, so with the first message. Okay. It's a lot of cards. That just means that there's a lot of excitement and energy around this specific thing right now. Okay. 2 cards. Take that. Hanged Man and 4 water. Okay, so it feels like you've been waiting a very, 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 very long time for this to come through. It's something pretty significant, probably life-changing, or at least make a very big change in your life. So much so that you kind of have become bored with the idea of it, even because you've always just thought about it and never thought it would actually happen, or you would even get, a little piece of it even. And it's become like smaller, the desire for it. It's still big. It's just kind of, you've been wanting it for so long that you kind of don't put so much energy into it anymore. Here and now. Yeah, so Spirit saying something is manifesting now. It's going to get you very excited. It's like coming through right now. You could tell. You could feel it. Yeah, this has been a long time coming. Here and now coming out in reverse. That usually just means, if like a card that means right now comes out in reverse, that means like literally probably while you're watching this reading, yesterday, tomorrow, like 2 days ago, 2 days from now, like it's coming in very immediately, like within a week. So it's already started coming in about a week ago, or it's about to come in a week from now. That's like the longest. So like for most of you, it's really specifically right now, a day or 2 ago, a day or 2 from now. Okay, so what is this that is coming in for you? It's time to release negative energy. Okay, so the way it's been coming in for you is that you've been releasing a lot of energy, a lot of things that no longer serves you, a lot of things that you don't particularly like, a lot of things that are actually negative or bad habits or bad energy to hang around, people, places, things. It's funny, as I mentioned that, some very obnoxious music is playing, the layering out of someone's car going by. Actually don't mind music being played loudly, but not, I guess, when it's not my taste. Exercise, physical movements, body. So something is literally coming in to your physical environment, like even in your body. This is related to your body. Okay, this card want to come out. Coworkers, people you work with. Network of people. Okay. So I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of, for those of you who are spiritual, I'm getting you're going to be doing a lot of energy work with a lot of people. or you may be in a very physically demanding kind of work, physical labor. You might work outdoors a lot, or you may work, you know, you might also work at the gym. You might be a personal trainer or something of that sort. You might do yoga or some classes like that, Reiki classes. It could also be food, related to food, anything you put in the body. You could be a tattoo artist, a piercer, a hairstylist, you know, nail technician, all the way to, you know, someone who does acrobatics in a show. So I feel like whatever this thing that's about to come through, it could be something that you're already in that requires a lot of movement of your own body, or something you put in your body, except you're going to be doing it with a lot of people. It might be that you've been on a solo act or working with very few people, and you're going to be expanding to a huge network of people, or working with people of different industries, or you're going to be working with new people, or you're going to have it more organized and more official, this business or project or work situation that's going to be leveled up. So that's why Spirit's saying, like, you're releasing negative energy, because it's like you're about to level up whatever this is, this business of that has to do with the body and moving the body, physical looks, or something you put in your body. And it's like when you level up in whatever you do, it's usually accompanied by the release of a lot of things that are no longer serving you, either in the same thing or in different areas of your life. So you might be releasing a lot of like friends and family that no longer serves you, or spending less time with them, or giving them less time and energy. And you might be getting an upgrade in your career or passion project. Or you could be releasing things in your current business or place of work, and in exchange you're getting things that actually do work for you, the kind of place you do want to work, the kind of people you do want to work with, the kind of projects you do want to work on, a raise and things like that. So something in the physical in terms of that, but like it doesn't have to be related to this personal project or work situation. It can be in a different area. You might be actually like getting healthier and losing weight and releasing a lot of negative eating habits, or negative habits related to vices, or it could be anything. You could be literally physically moving out furniture that you no longer need, donating, or throwing away with love and care, and your clothes or things like that. You're releasing a lot of negative energy, or energy that no longer serves you. Push to surface. You may have become complacent. You may be stalling or in a need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics in your life. So this Hanged Man for water, which is kind of like bored to death kind of energy I'm getting, is like you've been reliving the same cycle so many times over and over again. You've probably come to a point, Spirit is saying, that you've kind of upgraded. You've been very good with your lessons. You've learned, you've healed, you've grown, you've researched, you've explored, you've done all the things. And now it's time for you to be pushed into a completely new dynamic. And so that's why Spirit's like letting you know, like, okay, you had enough experiences, and you've done enough in the experiences you've had thus far, or in these past cycles recently. We're going to push you into a completely different dimension, completely different world. Take note. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what it is being offered. Yeah. So it might come very subtly at first, because some big energy like this being manifested into your life, it will come more subtly at first. So Spirit's like asking you to take note of that. Okay, the moon card, and it kind of like hit my higher heart chakra. So this is a huge indication that like messages are coming literally from the higher power directly into your body. So this is a good time to release anything negative. Do the old practices, positive thoughts, gratitude, nature, spend time in nature, spend time away from negative people and negative situations and environments. Eat healthier. This is the time to do it because you're manifesting something of a higher vibration, and you become complacent in where you are, and spirit's like, well, you need to kick your butt because you're getting ready for the new thing, and you're gonna hit the road running. So once you get into like this new passion project or career situation, you're going to be busy, interested, wanting to do more, and so it's good to prepare to your energy now for that. You'll be happy you did. Okay, so what else? Spirit, a few more cards and we'll go into the next energy. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth is happening. Yeah. So you're creating your slice of heaven on earth. So this is something that you've always wanted. This is like the peak of your career, the peak of your business, the peak of your hobbies, your passion project. Like this is reaching the peak of who you are, bringing your own unique skills, sets, passions, interests, finally onto the world full blown. So I'm getting, and bringing a soul mission onto the planet. So this is it. So whatever this situation is, it is your soul mission. It is your life purpose. It is being who you truly are to the fullest. It is everything. Where I surrender my will to the care of spirit and the universe, I attune my energy with the ever-present stream of well-being. Yeah. So you're probably tuning into spirit a little bit more nowadays because you have a lot of trust in the divine. The divine has your back. Spirit, universe has your back. And all you can really do is kind of just take care of your well-being, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, for this to come through. That's what I'm getting from spirit. Strength, yeah. These colors kind of remind me of like a lion for some reason, and I was thinking of a lion when that card came through. So I do get like an energy of strengthening everything: your brain, your heart, your body. This is the final push. Everything's set. I'm getting from spirit. Everything's set from above. You just need to get your body ready, your environment ready, your physical area is ready. Like, I just heard, can you do that for us, please? Can you do that for us so everything's ready? Uranus, radical change. Yeah, wow. Radical change. And the 8th house, transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacies. So I'm getting with this radical change, the legacy, the transformation. Like this is big. So big that involves other people, involves the physical senses, physicality. You know, it's gonna involve, you know, money. It's going to involve your physical home. It's going to involve your body. It's going to involve people in your life. It's going to involve physical projects that you're working on. You know, it's going to involve the earth, our home planet. Like, you know, it's going to involve these things physically manifesting, this big manifestation. So, and Queen of Cups. Yeah, it's a good time to get spiritually in tune, do all those like spiritual tune-ups, all the things that you use in your spiritual toolbox is going to be different for other people, different for each person. I keep saying people as in it's not just you anymore. It's like you're going to be in with a partner. You're going to be with a small group, a big group, a community. It's not just about you anymore. And it's I'm getting the sense of like you've been very selfless. You've been very spiritually focused, higher perspective kind of person your entire life. You don't like it when people hurt other people. You've always been very kind, generous, that kind of person. It's not, you might be jaded. You might be the hanged man in the four water. What's the point? When are things going to happen? When is the breakthrough? When do I get to live fully? It's now. It's now. So it's time to do all the spiritual things. Whether you like nature walks, you like to go for hikes, you like to go for swims, whatever your thing is, do that. Go to beaches, just lay on the sand, go, boating, go hug trees, Go, if you like to meditate, or if you like to paint but you don't like to meditate, maybe you like to do puzzles, maybe you like to cook a lot of different things, maybe you like to play with different kinds of teas and herbs and mushrooms and whatever it is. I'm not opposed to psychedelics or smoking some weed or whatever you need, whatever your thing is, and you do it in like a healthy way that's like creative and spiritually expansive, not excessively, but in a creative sense, in a divine sense. Do that. It's time. I'm gonna pull a couple more cards. When is this about to happen? Tomorrow. Okay, where did it go? Tomorrow, and it fell in my yesterday space. So it's like literally like yesterday, tomorrow. It kind of already started. Okay. Okay, and because that message was like the big message for you, I'm going to pull a couple of smaller messages. So what are some other couple of smaller reminder things that Spirit wants you to maybe pay attention to or not forget? Okay, message coming in. I'm getting like a reply. You sent a message and it's being answered by the divine. It's time. This already came in, or is coming in right now, or is coming in literally tomorrow. Wow. What is this related to? An old friend. What is it about? Sextile, a combination of tension and flow, potential, and a rewarding situation. So it's about someone that you can work with. So it could be related to the soul mission project, or it could be someone that you were hoping to kind of like, maybe you didn't get answers to someone. Maybe it was an old friend that you haven't seen for a while. You just kind of naturally separated. It could be an ex. It could be a family member. It could be your hometown. It could be a place that you've lived. It could be an old workplace. It could be an old hobby. But it's coming together right now, and it could be related to your soul mission. It could be separate. It's just like usually when you have this kind of energy in one area of your life, it usually spills over to other. Celebration. Okay, so it seems like a fun thing you're excited about. It could be an old lover coming back. It could be an old friend coming back. It could be an old, I don't know, you might get an offer from like an old workplace. You might get maybe a piece of furniture, an antique, or a family heirloom that was lost or sold. You might be getting that back, like that kind of situation, something that's coming back. Pull one more card and we'll go to the next energy. Show the world the real you. Oh wow, that's exactly, yeah, that was exactly the feeling. So what could be happening is that this old friend, this old thing coming back into your life, it is who you are to your core, and that's why you were so upset when this person and you kind of went separate ways or didn't keep in touch, or you weren't able to go back to that workplace or work on that project or the hobby again or whatever, work on that creative story or work on that learning how to learn that instrument or play that game or find that picture or that art piece or whatever it is. But I feel like it's, for most people, it is an actual person that very much brought out the real you, and this person's coming back in order to help you get back to that energy. They might be there for a long time or a short time, let's see, but overall it's just kind of 8. I'm waiting forever because it kind of came out in reverse, but I saw the infinity sign instead. So I feel like this is like someone you thought you would be friends forever with. They're coming back into your life to kind of help bring you into your more genuine energies. I'm not a huge person that looks into their past and like tries to bring everything that worked in the past into the future, but this specific person, whoever they are, is someone that can help you get into the energy of being truly yourself, because you've probably been working on the future and healing and moving on to the next thing and the next thing and leveling up, but there is someone in your past that helped bring out the real genuine you, will help bring in your true life purpose, your soul mission, and your passion project more stronger at this time by getting you into your more genuine self. Okay, and one more message for you right now from Spirit. Success. You might want to keep success kind of to yourself at this time. I'm getting show the world the real you. It's because you're becoming very successful in your relationships, financially, with your material well-being, your physical body. But it fell on show the world the real you. So at the bottom of the deck, Chiron, hurt and heal. So you went through a lot of hurt and heal, and this fell on celebration, an old friend. 12th house, spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. So it's because you completed your light worker soul mission, which is basically everyone's soul mission here. General soul mission is to work through your traumas and heal, find out who you truly are, live a life that's genuinely who you are, rid of things, release things that no longer serve you, manifest things that are for your highest and best good, and then at the same time be a service to others, and to try to keep that high vibration, that genuine kindness, happiness, gratitude. So those are the 3 main general soul missions for everyone. But then everyone has like their more specific things. Like maybe you're going to be working with transportation, or maybe you're going to be working with energy healing, or maybe physical healing, plants, whatever. But you've reached that end of that huge major cycle, or you've done a lot of that Chiron, hurting others, hurting yourself, healing yourself and healing others. And now, like, you've done all of it, You've hurt others, you've hurt yourself, you healed yourself, you healed others. And now we're going to the next thing, which is your grand soul mission, which is working with a bunch of people to help bigger things. Curious as to why Spirit's like private celebration, even though you're being very successful. Nothing yet is set in stone. So Spirit's kind of like, you have to be able to hold this energy in order to keep this beautiful physical abundance coming into your life. So if you have, for example, a new job, a new business, a new home, a new relationship, a new like diet that you're trying out, and by diet I mean like food you're eating, not like starve yourself kind of thing. Like I like to include diet for like, oh, maybe you're trying out different teas, maybe you're trying out different supplements, maybe you're trying out different fasting practices, whatever it is. Like I don't consider diet like fad diets. But yeah, you have to be able to know that you can hold this energy, hold this lifestyle, this life, this hobby, this soul mission, this energy. So it's going to take a second to kind of just like plant and root in this energy. So when it comes in, you're going to be very excited. It's very, happy, obviously. But you might want to be aware of, transportation. That's funny I said that. Of holding it and not, because I feel like people, when they get this kind of stuff, this kind of energy, they just get antsy and they want to just run away. They want to leave. They want to get rid of it, and they want to, they can't hold it. They can't ground it. So it's kind of like you're going to have to find a place where you can ground this energy. A lot of you are going to find a place to call your home, a place that you're going to be staying a long time, a sacred place, sacred land, sacred people, where you can ground this energy literally into the ground that you are living at or working at, Maybe it's your workspace, maybe it's like a business office, or actually your home or the community center or something. But you'll want a physical place, I'm getting, that you want to root these energies in literally. And this card popped up. Teaching, coaching, mentoring, role model. That is a gist of the kind of work that you'll be doing. Whatever, like you might role model the kind of life, how to live a life genuinely as yourself. You might be mentoring people who went through things that you went through. I went to a psychic recently, and they said something interesting, like, and I totally agree on this, like, as light workers who are on a spiritual journey and have completed a lot of difficult tasks in our inner work, we've been through it, and we connect with a lot of people. We can connect with probably a lot of different kinds of people, but what most effective is connecting with people who went through similar situations, and kind of like you in some ways. Maybe they're more artistic, maybe they're bad with math, maybe they're more woo-woo spiritual, or maybe they're a little bit more scientific. Depending on who you are, you probably can help people who are more like you or had experiences like you to go through their inner journey. So yeah, that's kind of the general soul mission. I kind of mentioned the general soul mission is just something like a quick outline of what light workers tend to do, starseeds, way showers, spiritual warriors in this lifetime. You kind of just take it from there and make it your own. How you teach, it could be, you don't have to become a certified teacher to teach people. You can have expertise in one thing, show it to people. What is it? The tarot reader, Minnow Pond. I don't really resonate with him, but I do like his reading style and work ethic. And he once mentioned that he believes that the future is just of people having many different smaller jobs, like learning a skill and teaching other people that skill. And I definitely see that. It's happening right now, People have YouTube channels just focusing on one specific talent. For example, making wood tables, and they just have expertise on it, or they share their like learning experience journey on there. And it's just so very obvious that like that's definitely the way humanity is going. So the being authentically you is going to benefit humanity, because you're showing people how to become themselves, not just teaching them a skill, but teaching them the skill of being themselves, which is difficult for people to sustain, because then you get worried about money and stress and family and all this stuff, and you kind of forget to live your more authentic life every day, you know? All right, so that is the reading for you, Pile 5. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Leave a like, comment, share, or just email me. I haven't made this as of now, the solstice, June 2023. I have not made this channel public yet. But I feel I'm going to soon. I'm there. I'm ready. I got my content. I know what my thing is. But anyway, lots of love and light. Hi, Pile 6 with the blue Aragonite. Let's look at Spirit's message for you right now. Look at like a really big message, something big going on in your life right now, and then a couple of small things. Okay, so what's Spirit's message for you right now whenever you're watching this? Call, judgment in reverse. So I feel like you just finished up a major review session of your life, of, you know, anything you've done for a very long time up till now. And that's usually a big sign from Spirit that something big is coming in, like the World card, celebration, a graduation, a big opportunity or offer, gift from the universe, because you completed your review. And usually like Spirit kind of like coax you and like guide you to like review, but you have, until you like finally like sit down and actually do it. And it could be done anytime. Like one of my favorite times to do reviews was when I had to go like visit family a few hours away, and I just like do it in the car while I'm driving. Or if I'm just having some coffee in the morning, I'll just like talk out loud to my guys and just like quickly go over like, okay, this is how my career is going, or this is how my friendships and family relationships are going. This is how my relationship, romantic relationship, my relationship with myself, my spirituality. This is the stuff I'm working on. This is stuff I worked on before. This is how it went before, you know. And every time I'm trying to do something new, I kind of do like a quick review of like how things went before, you know, where I'm at now, giving me a sense of like, oh, look how far I've come. You've done something like that recently, but like a big review or something, or it was a quick review, but of something that went across your entire lifetime. I'm getting, why? Like you don't have any more questions. It came out in reverse. You don't have any questions. You know where you're going. You know what's coming. You might know that you are receiving a gift, an opportunity, or a situation like that soon. You solved all the whys. What are you doing next? What's coming up? Why are you doing it? You have a really good sense of who you are, where you're going, and that something big is coming into your life now that aligns you with that new revelation you've made about yourself or your life or about life in general. Okay, so what is this? You and your loved ones are safe. Okay. So it might come in the form of a tower where you're good, but other people may not know. That everything's all right or going to be all right. So with this new moon, I'm getting and if you're watching this when I post this new moon in Cancer is coming up in July. So it's coming in soon. If you're watching this at a different time, it's the new moon that's coming up, whether it's this month or next. There's going to be a situation, and it's going to look dark, for maybe you and your loved ones or people you live with or whatever, your friends, there's gonna be some chaos, but you're gonna know everything's okay, and actually people are gonna be able to rely on you. You'll have the resources, you'll have information, you'll have the wisdom to share. People are gonna look to you. Oh wow. I forgot, it was like the blue dragon something. What is it called? Yeah, that's what it's called. It's a blue dragon. It's like a sea slug. It's interesting because I haven't seen this card in this deck yet, but I've seen it in so many tarot decks recently, which is crazy. Acknowledge how you are feeling. Have faith that the universe will take care of a current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. You are where you need to be. Everything's okay. Don't worry. You and your family will be safe. You and your loved ones will be safe. And while I'm recording this, my door keeps opening, and it's like making my heart jump out of my chest. But it is a sign that there's a new door opening, a new opportunity, offer, a big one coming through for you. And with the reference to the dragon, a blue dragon, it's it's very powerful, very mystical, very magical, all encompassing. It's a very big energy coming in for you right now. Okay, so what is this? Let's get some cards. New friend, family friend event. Okay. So I'm getting, for some of you, you might be receiving a new family member. Like a new baby arriving, an adoption, something of that sort, or adopting a pet, someone you talk to. Okay. An actual very platonic good friend, soul family kind of friend coming in, or someone who's getting married into the family that you're going to have a very good relationship with, or like a spouse's family member, or or a friend is getting married and you get along with the spouse or their friends and their family really well too. Something of that sort. Someone that like has a tie to someone you already know, some loved ones you already know. So it's like welcoming them into the family, or you're being welcomed into their family, something of like that sort. It gives you a sense of home, comfort, and belonging. That's why you don't have these why questions anymore. You're really finding a sense of who you are, or what kind of life you're gravitating towards, what kind of people you're gonna be gravitating towards. Okay, I just got like a really strong scent of the incense I'm burning, which is like the more masculine energy. But that doesn't matter whether this is male or female. Like it's just bringing someone into the physical, you're calling in someone. You're calling in, or someone's calling in you, or both of you are probably calling each other. So you're making friends with someone who is like going to be like family to you, and they're going to be a very, very good friend, soulmate level friend to you. Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? It's going to be your mirror. Yeah. So yeah, it could be like a romantic situation, but I feel like for most of you it's platonic. Even if you are calling in someone romantic, I feel like they have like a family or friend that you're going to be very good friends with, a family member or friend group, or a group of family or community that you're going to be very welcomed into you because there's a connection there. Or you're bringing in this person into your group, your friends, your family, your community. Or you two are creating one together. You're creating a family, you're creating a community, you're creating a friend group or something. Something along those lines. If it's very significant in your life right now. Okay, so I'm getting, because like there's like a call to be where you need to be. So I feel like there's like a situation that causes the two of you to become friends. Maybe there's like an emergency situation and the two of you realize you work really well together, knew what to do, has similar skill sets, or were both leaders, or both like the parental figure in the situation, or something. There's good teamwork there between the two of you, and we both recognized it because of this emergency situation. But hey, it brought the two of you together, or brought this group together. Okay, let's see if we can get more information. Mercury, think, learn, network, and communicate. Yeah, someone you talk to. So yeah, this is someone that you're going to have a strong collaborative energy with. They're going to be very easy to talk to. You're going to get along with them very well. They might be very similar to you, but in different ways. Like you both might be very creative, but you have different creative skills. So, but something that's very complementary. For example, you both may play instruments that complement each other, and you're like, hey, we got to do a band session, something like that, or something of that kind. Maybe you both are single and you're both looking to create a family. You found that you two are very compatible partnership wise and in terms of goals in life, family goals, and I don't know, you set off to embark on creating a family, or maybe creating the perfect home. Or maybe both of you had a very definite idea of the kind of lifestyle or the kind of location you want to live in, the kind of home you want to live in, and you both would decide like, hey, we're going to take on this project to create this kind of home. Whatever it is, I feel like whether it's like it's some sort of partnership or some sort of group. It could be both. I'm getting it's both. Like both. I'm getting like both of you, whether it's a friend situation or a partnership situation. Like I feel like more than one. See, these energies, like when these energies are so big that it usually applies to more than one area of your life. So if you are getting that partnership, you're probably getting like a best friend with that partnership because they're a sister or brother or mother father or their best friend and their best friend's spouse or something like that. Or you two get along really well. And so and then I do feel like the two of you create a group together. So it's like it's no wonder that you and your partner and then you and this friend create even like a small group or a big group or community together, because it's just like when you find that synergy with more than one person in your life, you can't help but grow that synergistic energy with more people. So that's what I'm getting. People you can collaborate with, talk with. Okay. Yeah, High Priestess. This is very spiritual. It just makes sense, I'm getting. It was like you were guided. I think everyone in the group or everyone involved have a sense of like, oh, this happened for a reason. This, like, we all got together for a reason. It can make sense. It makes sense. There's no why question. There's no questioning. Happy family. Which way? There is a sense of this group might have felt a sense of being stuck, not knowing how things were going to go in terms of community building, in terms of creating a family, in terms of combining families or combining friend groups, or finding more resonant friends, or finding people who want to do similar work with you and not just kind of party, or not just kind of want to have a relationship with you all the time, or it's like actually do the work or something. Or you found people, you have people, but you never know what you're all meant to do together, or where to go, what kind of location. That's all coming into the picture now. It's making sense now. I'm getting. Okay, a couple more cards, and we'll go on to the other energy. When I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. Yeah. So I feel like you make a connection with these like couple of people or few people. Like I feel like you have a special relationship with a partner. If you already have a partner, like you make a special relationship with a new friend, and that opens up new doorways to meeting more like-minded people. Or the two of you and your partner do it together, or you find your partner, or there's a newcomer into the family, or you're the newcomer into the family or the friend group, and it just opens up so many doors so quickly because there's such a synergistic energy that there's like it blows up quickly to a lot of people. But I do feel like you have a partner and a friend at least that are like really solid people that are like your mirror. I'm getting one same sex as you, one opposite sex of you. Yeah, and they mirror you in different ways, but the same way, like it's like, yeah, wow. Okay, so what else is this? Energy coming to your new beginnings. There's a doorway. New beginnings. Yeah. It's interesting because I have like a couple of like animals around, and I only have 2 dragons. I have a light blue dragon and a dark blue dragon right now. Like in the physical, like I'm looking at it on my shelf right there. And then new beginning, I'm actually working on a painting with like these doors opening up to like abundant garden. So this is very like synchronistic for me. It's really cool. But I feel like if you're watching this is like you know what I'm talking about. This is it. This is these blue butterflies here too. Oh, interesting. I just got another painting I want to work on with like mountains and waterfall, and there's mountains and waterfall there. It's really pretty. The World card. There we go. I was mentioning, I'm like, yeah, once you're done with the Judgment card, you go on to number 21, the World card. Yeah, it's a celebration. It's a graduation. It's a feeling of completeness and wholeness. Everything coming together. Everything falling into place. Being in that energy, feeling into that energy, and knowing that you're moving into something bigger, a bigger world, a bigger reality for yourself, a bigger, like you're expanding your life at this time into something that feels more like home. Yeah, wow. Something that incorporates more than just you. You have more people you're adding on to your team. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, and so let's go into the other 2 energies Spirit wants to bring up. This is like the main energy. But a couple other things that Spirit wants to mention to you at this time. Wow. The Empress. I got specifically, I don't always get the Mother energy with this card, but right now I do. I do strongly get this sense of Mother energy. Just quickly before we move on, I'm just going to pull a time frame. 7. Okay. So if you're watching this when I post it, that's July. If you're watching this at another time, it could be July when you're watching this, a few cycles. Yeah. So a few days, a few cycles. So I'm getting different people pick this pile. For people who are ready, who you know this is your energy. It's coming in now. For some of you, this is coming in, next July, July after that, July after that. And it's always going to give you this energy because that's how things manifest. They manifest in cycles. So even if you know something is about to manifest for you, but it's a big manifestation, it might take a few years, a few cycles for it to manifest. So you might feel like it's happening this summer, but then it actually ends up happening next summer. Or and you feel it again next summer, but it actually ends up happening 2 summers from that. So it kind of depends on where you are in your spiritual journey, but you'll feel this energy and you'll know it's around the corner. But if you're watching this, you're very intuitive, and so you might feel it coming in a few years before it actually does. But for a lot of people I connect with and know this channel, because I personally invited you, at least at this point, June 2023, it's happening now, happening this July. Or the next month, whenever you're watching this. It could be like the next month, because it's July right now. It's the next month. So I'm getting this like mothering energy. So a lot of you, this is like, I'm getting this kind of like pregnancy energy or the wife energy. So I feel like you're getting married, or you're having a child, or you're entering a committed relationship, or you're finding the one, or something of that sort. Or you're going into menopause, or your relationship, if you're in a partnership, is entering that next phase where you're, cycling out of, having children phase into being the wise woman, the wise witch. What is it? The croak? What's the term? It's the maiden, the mother, the crone. Had to take a second to remember that. Okay. Maiden, the mother, the crone. So I'm getting, you're entering like the next stage of that. Or your partner is, and which will inform that the two of you are entering that stage together. Wow. Page of Swords. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot to talk about. So I feel like this is when you start to meet people who are on the same level, or working on the same projects, or working on, on the same humanitarian projects, or same environmental project. They're working on having kids. They're working on building a family, or they're working on creating a business. Like, you're meeting with other people who are in the same line of work or the same stage of life as you right now. And it's very exciting for you because it's a new cycle of your life has begun. Yeah, so the maiden, the mother, and the crone, or the stag, father, and sage. Okay, I should burn these terms into my brain. Okay, the stag, father, sage, maiden, mother, crone. You're entering like that next phase, or you're getting ready for it, or you've just recently entered it, and it comes with new energy, new people, or you're just going to interact with people differently. But I do feel like, your friends at this time change. The things that you talk about, the things that you do in your daily life change, and this is coming with a lot of excitement on your part, for sure. A lot of excitement. Bring love into the situation. It came out in reverse. So I feel like you already have one of these. Like, I feel like you already have that best friend, or you already have that partner, or you already met this new member of the family, or whatever this person is. Like, I feel like this love has already entered your life in some way, and it's about to be expanded. So that one thing, so your best friend, or your partner, or this new member of the family, whether it's a baby, or adopted pet, or something, or someone just married in, or maybe you were married in, this already happened, one of these things, and now that situation is going to expand and bring in more. If not, if you're like, oh, that's not me yet, it's like you're in this energy already. It's about to happen right now. Okay. So what does spirit mean about medicine, natural, herbal techniques? Okay. fell in reverse. They're asking for more self-love on your side. So right now would be a good time to go more natural. Eat more natural food, eat less processed foods. That means less things out of bags and boxes. More natural foods, fruits, vegetables, and things that you can make yourself or has very simplistic ingredients. It's probably time to do a little bit healing, taking saltwater baths, or using natural products, ingredients, drinking more tea, trying out different supplements that would work better for your body, doing a little bit of research on that. This is the time to kind of implement it, use it, do the things to heal your body, give yourself self-love, because you're receiving a lot of love from other people right now. So you can't really accept all that amount of love coming in now and will be coming in soon, like times 10, if you don't practice self-love. So if the more self-love you have, the more love other people give you. Right? And so this is a good time because it's literally coming in. Okay, what else? Freedom. Okay, so all these 3 cards came out in reverse, so I feel like there's a lot of freedom and like moving past the last cycle. I feel like because there's a lot of excitement here, there might have been a little bit of less excitement recently, a lot of confusion, a lot of questions, a lot of uncertainty, and not enough clarity, not enough evidence or truth. And now you're getting it, so you're comfortable, like, oh yeah, let me heal myself, let me give myself more self-love, and you're at the same time accepting more love with your expanded loved ones category, someone that's around you a lot. Yeah, Spirit's just saying, like, just practice more natural products, even techniques, massages, or I don't know, certain different kinds of workouts, trying different things right now, or practicing things that you do like for your body. It's going to be really good because you're going to be able to pass that on. You're going to be able to help your family and your friends and your loved ones with the things that you discover. It's going to give you self-love, and it's going to give the love back to your family and friends and people that you meet at this time. It's a really good time to try things like that or pick it up again. Okay, what else does Spirit have a message for you about? Oh, wow. Okay. Abundance. Yeah. With all this love coming in. No. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I literally just choked on my words. It's no surprise that a lot of monetary abundance is coming in as well. That's positive. That's very joyous. Surrender to the divine and a time to give rather than take. Yeah, so I'm getting this kind of feel that, like, do things with intent, like do some things like with intention of being better for the people around you. It's nice to do things for yourself, but I feel like you're doing things for yourself so you can be there better for the people around you. And that's like an extra like boost to your manifestation abilities, because when you're doing things for yourself, that's really good. You get a lot of kudos, you get a lot of help from the divine, because you're pursuing your true self, you're pursuing the life that you're meant to live, and all the challenges that come with that. The divine's like right next to you, supporting you to get through those challenges, to be your more true self, to live a more authentic life. But now with the addition of a partner or a child or a pet or a new family member or a new friend or new community, all these new people that are coming up, like you have more incentive to like take care of yourself so you can be there better for the people around you, or take care of yourself so you can see what works, you can learn things, and like maybe pass on the knowledge to the people that you care about, that you love. This is a time, Spirit saying, like, this is what it's for. Wow. Okay, let's see. Get clarification on that Ten of Pentacles that I choked on. Okay, yeah. There's been a little bit of a lull, which is probably why there's been a lot of questioning on specifically having it all. I feel like you worked on so many things individually, and now things are coming together more completely in this cycle, this particular cycle. So whether you're in that first, second, or third cycle of life, like I feel like because you finished one cycle very completely, things are finally coming together. All the things that you worked on in the previous cycle is coming together very harmoniously right now, and it's like you're finally living that life that you worked so hard on in that last cycle. It's a huge manifestation. It's everything. The people around you, your family, your friends, your partnership, your location, your work, your health, all the things that you researched, worked on, your spirituality in this past phase of life is coming together now to make the next phase of your life so much more enjoyable. Okay, and one last card. Protection. So, again, Spirit's kind of putting out that reminder that you are protected. I feel like you're protected from the overgiving energy, because I feel like in the past, because this pile has been very kind and generous with their time, energy, and resources, you may be reluctant to put that energy back out there, being overly generous, kind, trusting, cooperative, wanting to collaborate with others, and that's why Spirit's like protecting you, letting you know that you and your loved ones are safe, that like you put out that kindness, you put out that generosity, you put out your wisdom, you put out that hard work over and over again, even through the trials and tribulations of the last cycle, because you are better, because you want to be a better person, you want to grow, you want to be evolving. And that's a huge feat, compared to people who just kind of give up, who just keep with the status quo. That might be their lesson in life, but it's not. Most people, it's to evolve and grow and to get through it and keep going. And you may have been kind of dulled just a little bit, but you're shining yourself up again, and you can continue being your true self, which is being very kind and generous. And this time it's going to be reciprocated. This time it's going to be to people who appreciate it, reciprocate it, understand it, and do the same. Not that you haven't had those moments in the past or the present, but this is like a solid, like, I'm getting congealed group. This is like a solid group. This is solid partnership. This is a solid friendship. This is a solid community coming in a way that you haven't experienced before. It's like your Spirit's like bubbling you guys up to be a cohesive unit at a lot of points. So spirits are protecting all of you, because I feel like all of you in this group, in this partnership that's coming through, has put in the same amount of effort, has awakened, and has gone through all that entails, all the healing and purging and learning and all that, you know? I feel like a lot of us light workers, while we're going through this process, we're joined by a lot of people who haven't, who are maybe awakened, who aren't open to the idea, but aren't really on the same level as you. You're meeting people who are on the same level as you. Usually you've been like teaching and you know, mentoring and guiding others. And probably very humble. But now it's time. The dragon in you is coming out, and you're going to live a very happy dragon life. All right. So I hope you enjoy this reading. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. Leave a like, comment, or even email me at this time when I post this, because this isn't public yet. So if you're feeling these energies, I'd love to know. And I wish you much love and light. Hey, pile number 7, the Labradorite. Let's see Spirit's message for you, their main message for you right now. Okay, 3 of Swords in reverse. So I feel you may have just gotten out of a difficult emotional situation, a very stressful situation. It could be a very mentally straining situation, a heartbreak situation. Something didn't work out. Yeah, you either just came out of that, or you just came out of the review phase after you've already gotten out of that difficult phase. So, well, hats off to you, first of all, for leaving that for good. Deep knowing. Interesting. The first thing that came to mind was deep thinker. I feel like you were maybe tormented even from the ghost of whatever the situation was, whether it was the person or work situation, money situation, health situation, or just I'm just getting evil or dark event in your life personally. But it's given you such profound wisdom that not many get in this lifetime. So, I mean, hats off to you for getting there. What does Spirit have to say about this? This is important for something that's coming in, I'm guessing. A new romantic cycle begins, and it came in reverse. I feel like it's coming in. It just came in. I feel like for most of you, it's about to come in. I'm getting a few days. 1, 2, 3 days. Or it could be a few weeks. Or 1, 2, 3 months. But like that's maximum. And that's not a lot of time. That's very short. I once made a prediction for someone in January of a year, that something that they wanted, that they had a shot at in January, was actually coming in May, and it was like they didn't lose that opportunity. It was going to come back in May. So it's like, it's what you wanted, and instead of it being gone for life, it's actually going to just take, several months, and it'll come in. And then that month came along, and they told me like, oh yeah, that came through, you're right. And I was like, yeah, so are you gonna take the opportunity? It's like, oh well, we made other plans because we weren't sure. And when you told me back then, I remember thinking, oh May, that's such a long time from now. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is a once in a lifetime opportunity that you really wanted, and it only took several months later for it to fully manifest, and that was too long for you. So I guess you're probably more spiritually aligned, more aligned with the true self, understand life better than most, have a more tempered perspective of things. And so when I tell you that's coming soon, it probably puts your heart at ease, and you're not going to fuss over it. You're not going to be like, oh, several months, oh no. Poor me. I think this comes from also not just making predictions constantly that are not too far away, like within like a year or so. Big things manifesting, like love. Working with twin flames for so long, it's like, wow. Patience is one of the biggest virtues that you have to learn as a twin flame, or once you're on your spiritual journey, like just the basic virtues. So this is very good news, and it's here. And so just enjoy your life, because this new romantic cycle is here. Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Yeah. So that's what I already sensed it. I'm like, oh, you're an old soul, you're a deep soul, deep thinker, deep knower, very intuitive, highly intuitive. You could probably access the Akashic record really easily, go into deep states of meditation really easily, maybe have communication with energetic beings, or something of that sort. Your past lifetimes, future lifetimes, things like that. Of hidden truths from humanity, ancient truths, real truths of human history, and things like that. Wow. Okay, so what is this new romantic cycle coming in about? Love of a lifetime. Wow. Beautiful. And location and area. So I feel like these two things are manifesting together. So if you're with the love of your lifetime, I feel a new cycle is beginning for the two of you, where a specific location and area that the two of you are meant to be is going to come into focus at this time. Funny, the prediction I made for that person I was talking about earlier was actually for a home, for a house. Or you will go to a specific location and area and find the love of your lifetime. I'm hearing solo trip, like over and over again. Like spirits, like tell them that it would be a solo trip, somewhere you go alone. You might find your love of a lifetime. But I feel like for most of you, it would be, you would find the love of a lifetime and the location separately around the same time. Like, you might find the love of your lifetime, and then both of you find the location. You might find a location and find your love of a lifetime there. Or, I don't know, some of these two things come together somehow. But I do find a different location. I do find for most of you, love of a lifetime coming in. Okay, so let's get more clarification, what Spirit wants you to know about this new romantic cycle beginning. Diving to new depths. There's a deeper meaning to what is happening. You might be looking at this from the surface and missing what is really going on. Take a moment to pause and breathe. Allow yourself to dive deeper into what it is you're feeling about your current situation, diving into depth. And this is funny because two deeps here. Deep knowing, diving into new depths. So I feel like because you're a very deep thinker and you're a very old soul, there's something about your current situation, whether it be about love or your current location or where you're living right now, that you don't know right now, but you will get clarity on it very soon. Let's see how soon. $28. End of the month and next month. Yeah, it's very soon. 2-3 months max, but for most of you, end of the month and next month kind of thing. You'll get clarity about everything, your love life and your living situation. Those two things specifically. Let's see what else is going on. Neighbor, roommate, someone that lives close by, yeah. So you might move somewhere and find someone that is your neighbor or lives close by to be the love of your lifetime. Or you find the love of your lifetime and then you two find out that you're moving to the same area or decide to move to the same area. Maybe live together after being together for a little while. I don't know, something along those lines. Maybe become good friends and decide to move close to a certain area for the same reasons and then fall in love there or something. This something along those lines. That kind of story is being told to me by Spirit. Okay. There's been a lot of work put in. Wow, King of Pentacles, and it's time to put down roots. I feel like you've been maybe tossed around. Sorry if that's triggering. But like in the nicest way. Like maybe you've been going from location to location. Maybe you've been going from date to date. Maybe you've been going from job to job. Maybe you've been going like in really highs and lows and dips of, financial situation or health situation or relationship situation. Whatever it is, it's finally balancing out, and there's a lot of stability and security coming into probably all these things, more than one. Definitely love, relationship, and location, your home situation. And it could be tied to work, it could be tied to health, and if not, these things can improve because these two things improve. Okay, let's get more information about what's going on here. Opposition, imbalance, a point of tension, a power struggle. There is going to be some opposition that you face with a current love partner, a current location, a current living situation or neighborhood or area, or someone you live with now, or someone, some situation surrounding the area that you live, which is I'm getting from Spirit to prep you for this incoming opportunity. So if you're with the love of your lifetime right now, like, then it's something that involves them, and something's gonna come up in your neighborhood or your household that makes you want to move. Or maybe you two are distant, have a distant relationship, and so you want to come closer together, live in the same area, something of that sort. Okay, what else is going on here? Psychic abilities came out in reverse. So this romantic partner coming in, or that you're with now, is you both are going to a specific location in order to heighten your psychic abilities, your creative abilities, and to nurture your dormant talents and skills. To begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let Spirit give me direction. Yeah. So this person coming in, or this person that you're with now, is going to probably come to you and be like, hey, I'm ready to work on my psychic gifts now. I'm ready to work on following the stars, following my divine guidance, following Spirit, and I need to get out of my own way. So maybe it's like the environment around you is very dense, or maybe it's nothing's wrong with where you live right now, or where each of you live, and it's just, you both know you can do better. I'm ready to do better. This person comes to you with the offer of, solace, to live somewhere where you can start this life cycle, this romantic cycle, in a very deeply connected way. It's like you're going to new depths, diving deep into your psychic abilities, your love, and the location that you are in, and taking that kind of to a new realm. Pull a couple more cards and we'll go to the other things Spirit wants to say to you. Communication is coming in. And I fell on this like original light workers. I'm getting like a homing beacon. I feel like they come in because it's time. Their beacon turns on. And it's probably because you've done your healing. You've completed this review phase of heartbreak or failure or something of that sort. So now it's time. So they get the call that you're ready, and they're ready as well. The two of you kind of have a signal towards each other psychically, of course, when this is ready. I just got a ping about if you had a sign that you relate to Spirit, or even if you don't have one, Spirit's going to send you a very strong sign that something is about to change dramatically and drastically in your life. It's coming in soon. Okay, let's look at another message Spirit might have for you at this time. This is like the major thing going on. We're gonna look at a couple of minor things Spirit has to say. There is a short grieving period. We have the Queen and King of Pentacles here, and the Sun card. But it's like bittersweet. It's more sweet than it is bitter. In fact, you don't even taste the bitterness anymore. It's just all sweet. A dessert that used to be more bitter than sweet is now all sweet. What does that mean, sir? Family member, entertainment, gaming, social events. Okay, so I feel like there's a short morning for like, you know, when you finally get that job opportunity that you've always wanted, you get that home that you've always wanted, or you know, just something that you've always wanted, and you kind of put it out of your mind because you say, I don't know if I'm going to get that or not. This love of the lifetime that comes in, or this opportunity that comes in for both you two, is so overwhelming that you kind of mourn the person you were. I'm getting that used to be always sad. Because it felt like nothing ever worked out for you. You would always be working for making yourself better, making your life better, and always feeling like you're only 10 steps away, and moving 10 steps and realizing there's 100 more steps ahead of you, you know? Things are going to be more fun, more social, more forgiving, lighthearted, joyous, trusting, loyalty, faith, hope, and warm. Okay. Talent, and also like I mentioned before, your skills and talents are coming out because you're becoming more psychic. I know when people nowadays think of like people who are becoming psychic, they're like, oh, I'm going to go into the spiritual field. Like, no, human beings have natural psychic abilities. Everyone has the potential to be psychic, more intuitive, and tap into their natural psychic gifts, creative skills and talents, and dormant abilities and past life wisdom and knowledge. So it's just that you're tapping into that more, and you're becoming free. I'm getting being able to live out a very, very happy, joyous life, tapping into who you truly are. You're just diving into new depths. This is crazy amazing. Okay, let's see. Neptune, dreams and transcend. Yeah, it's kind of like heaven on earth, because you're transcending this lifetime of the rules and limited options you are given, and you're realizing there's a plethora of different skills, knowledge, and like skill sets and knowledge and wisdom and occupations, vocations out there that have never been created or heard of, or been it's ancient occupations that haven't been worked on for a long time. It's just like unique, and it's very inspirational, and there's so many things you can go into. It's like overwhelming for you. You do feel a sense of transcendence, more psychic, more you than you've ever felt. You might have felt like you've been very deep. You're a very deep person. You're a high level light worker, one of the old souls. And so you have this power, this knowledge, this wisdom that's been kind of unlocked. And this feeling of feeling sad, feeling like you want to go home, will dissipate, because you can finally be your true self here as you are now in your physical body, in this physical world. I was listening to this woman today talking about how, we talk about all these like things happening, like the money system changing, or, there's going to be an event that happens, and, like the world's going to change and all this is going to happen. It's just like, what's actually going to happen is changes are already happening. Remember just 5 years ago, 10 years ago, what we thought the world would look like is actually already happening. We have the ability to manifest it as a collective, stronger. But you're a strong manifestor just alone, individually. You're getting that power back. And that sense of longing for who you are and home will dissipate, because you can bring that in here. And the woman was saying, she was like, your body is going to turn into more of an energetic body. But that's it. Everything's going to look pretty much the same. So, it's time to put away the pipe dreams and look at physicality as a form of this new world that we want to go into, the event that we're talking about, all these new systems and way of living. It's here. It's now. It's going to look like exactly like your life now. You might have a little bit more advanced body that might evolve, but basically this is it. You put that you told yourself that story because you're trying to figure out the information that Akashic records and your divine guidance and your past lives were telling you, with your subconscious mind telling you a story that you like to hear in order for you to cope with all the healing and the hurts and everything. And now it's time to put away the fiction of story and look at the reality of life. And also at the same time, realizing all these things are still real, but put on a different lens, And once you kind of expand your psychic abilities, you're gonna have all these options and opportunities explode into your life, and there'll be no end to the amount of interests and passions you can pursue, skills that you can learn, wisdom you can share. It's going to be an incredibly fun time. That's where the sadness comes in, because it's like sad for the life that you lived without all this. Okay, this card. 29. Okay, so 28, 29. So this is going to happen all around the same time. And it wouldn't be surprising when you and your love of your lifetime comes in. It happens immediately, like the next day or the day of, that you get the location, or you get your more psychic abilities coming online, dormant abilities online immediately. Okay. or location that you're meant to go to. All this comes at once. We're very close now. If you're watching this when I post, around the time I posted it, we're very close to this change. It's happening now. It's already happening. Okay, so in the last other message that Spirit has for you, Knight of Cups. Some of these talents are being shared. Like, some of it's going to come intuitively, but other talents and skills and hidden gifts are to come through other people, uncovering it with you or for you. Strength card in reverse. Yeah, because you're going to be amongst your equals, specifically your lovely lifetime. They might help you discover a lot of your hidden talents, skills, and abilities, and you them. Okay. Temporary alliance. Group of people. Business building project. Okay. So the two of you may build something with a group of people temporarily as an alliance. I'm getting kind of like I'll watch your back and you watch mine kind of thing. So the two of you bond very, very tightly. You and your love of a lifetime, and you decide to be amongst some of people. I feel like the land, something about the land, sharing the land, and having like a temporary alliance with people who you want to share the land with. You all have a kind of like a covenant. Something about, protecting each other, protecting the land, making sure everyone's doing high vibe stuff because of the work that you guys will be doing, coming into your next romantic cycle, coming into this new location. It's very important. Everyone's on board, understanding that might not be forever, but for the time being, while everyone there is there, have a temporary alliance. I see some families, I see some couples, I see some slightly older people, variety of people, all in small groups, 2, 3, 4 max people on the same land. There's like 5, 6, 7 groups doing some spiritual stuff, keeping it high vibe, taking care of the land or something. Don't know what that's about, but let's see. Forgiveness in reverse. I feel like some people are forgiving you too. It's very unusual. Some people are forgiving you too. Commitment. This might be a person coming back, a love of a lifetime coming back, giving you forgiveness, you giving them forgiveness for commitment. No. Okay. Okay. They're forgiving you because you two decided to commit. You might be old light workers and old souls, but I feel like the community you're coming in with are even older. And they're working on forgiving us same way we're working on forgiving the collective, that kind of thing. Wow, you see that? How you kind of got over some sort of heartbreak, forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of the others in your life, forgiveness probably for everything. But yourself and others and situations in your life. There's forgiveness happening in this romantic cycle, whether you're with this person already or you're meeting them for the first time, whatever the situation is, little to no communication, whatever the situation is, there's forgiveness happening on both sides. And forgiveness happening in the collective sense. Some people are forgiving the two of you because you decided to finally work through your stuff, your inner work, and come together as divine converts. So these people are older, they're wiser, they're more ancient or more higher energetic people or beings that you're coming into their land. They're allowing you to be on their land because you two divine counterparts decide to have commitment, forgive each other, and work through that stuff, so they can forgive you, and you can also forgive the rest of the collective for not for whatever happens. Yang, proactivity, expression, doing the forward motion. Yeah, a lot of physical movement here. And yin, intuitive, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. And I came out with commitment. So we have the yin and yang. So it's the divine masculine, divine feminine coming out together. You two are divine counterparts. And there's forgiveness on all levels, forgiveness for everything in the past. And wow, this is a cycle of forgiveness on all ends. This is wow. One more card. Round out this reading. What is this all about? This is all right under the table. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. The abundance was already there. The manifestations were already there for the two of you. It was there for the taking, ripe for the taking, as soon as you forgave each other, forgave yourself, and forgave yourselves for the situations you've had in the past, forgave those situations, forgave the divine, forgave the collective, forgive. Forgive. This is a time to forgive everything and everyone, including yourself and everything around you. You'll see blindingly shiny results immediately. Wow. In big ways. All right. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope this resonated. If you did, I really appreciate a like, comment, or an email, since as of now, end of June 2023, still haven't made this channel public yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting to that thing that makes me, figuring out my spiritual work, my spiritual content I'm going to be putting out. So anyway, thank you so much. Much love and light.